Let's see how many you can get right. Now are you ready? Let the flag guessing adventure begin. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B, Ireland. On the Irish flag, green represents the Gaelic tradition of Ireland and Irish Catholics. Orange represents the Irish Protestants and Unionists. White symbolizes the aspiration for peace and unity between the different groups. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C, United Kingdom. The flag of the United Kingdom combines elements from three different flags, representing the historical union of three distinct countries: England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. The flag's design symbolizes the unity of these nations under a single sovereign state. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is D, Sweden. The blue and yellow colors on the Swedish flag were inspired by the country's national coat of arms. The cross, a common symbol in Scandinavian flags, represents Christianity. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is A, Norway. The flag of Norway was influenced by the flags of Denmark and Sweden, reflecting the historical ties to these countries. Red and white colors were derived from the Danish flag, as Norway was in union with Denmark for several centuries. The blue cross represents Norway's association with Sweden. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B, Denmark. The Danish flag, known as the Dannebrog, features a cross representing Christianity. This design influenced many other Nordic flags, establishing a common visual theme among the Scandinavian countries. The colors red and white symbolize the country's unity and cultural heritage. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C, Finland. The flag of Finland, known as the Siniristilipu, or Blue Cross flag, reflects the country's natural beauty and the purity of its environment. Blue represents the thousands of lakes and the sky, and white symbolizes the snow that covers Finland for much of the year. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is D, Iceland. The color scheme on Iceland flag is a nod to the island's unique geological and environmental characteristics. One interpretation of the colors is that they symbolize fire, ice, and water. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is A, Estonia. The flag of Estonia, also known as the Sinimustvalge, was banned during the Soviet occupation of the country, but it was restored in 1990, representing resistance and national identity. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C, Lithuania. The flag of Lithuania was restored as the national flag in 1989 as the country moved towards re-establishing its independence. It became a symbol of national unity, representing the Lithuanian people's desire for freedom and self-determination. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C, Latvia. The use of Latvia national flag was prohibited during the Soviet occupation of the country, and a different flag was used instead. The original red-white-red flag was restored in 1990 as the national flag when Latvia moved towards re-establishing its independence. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is D. Greenland. The flag of Greenland is known as Erfalasorpet, which means our flag. It is a symbol of the island's cultural heritage and natural environment. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B. Faroe Islands. The flag of the Faroe Islands is also known as Merki, which means the banner or the mark. It features a design which reflects the people's deep connection to the natural environment and their maritime heritage. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is A. France. The French flag, known as the tricolor, are often associated with the values of the French Republic: liberty, blue; equality, white; and fraternity, red, the national motto of France. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C. Germany. With the division of Germany, both East and West used the black-red-gold tricolor. But East Germany added a coat of arms to distinguish its flag. With the reunification of Germany in 1990, the plain black-red-gold tricolor was reaffirmed as the national flag of a united Germany. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C. Belgium. The colors of Belgium flag were inspired by the coat of arms of the Duchy of Brabant, a historic region in Belgium. These colors symbolize the country's fight for independence and its national unity. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B. Netherlands. Netherlands flag is known as the Prince's flag and has its roots in the Dutch War of Independence against Spain. The red, white, and blue tricolor became official in 1937 when Queen Wilhelmina signed a royal decree establishing these colors as the official flag of the Netherlands. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is D. Luxembourg. The colors of Luxembourg flag were taken from the national coat of arms, reflective of the country's identity. Red symbolizes bravery, white represents peace and harmony, and blue for loyalty and justice. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B. Switzerland. The flag of Switzerland reflects the country's commitment to neutrality and humanitarian values. Red symbolizes bravery, strength, and valor, and the white cross represents peace and neutrality. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C. Liechtenstein. The flag of Liechtenstein features a crown symbolizing the country's monarchy and the unity between the royal family and the people. The combination of these elements represents the country's historical ties to its princely family and its commitment to unity and sovereignty. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is A. Monaco. The red and white colors of Monaco flag are symbolic of the Grimaldi family, which has ruled Monaco for centuries, and the principality's long-standing heritage. The colors are also associated with the city of Monaco and its ancient coat of arms. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C. Austria. The red and white colors of the Austrian flag are often associated with the historical coat of arms of the Babenberg dynasty, which ruled Austria in the medieval period. The colors also reflect the country's values of unity, freedom, and independence. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is D. Czech Republic. The Czech Republic retained the original flag after Czechoslovakia split into two countries, Czech Republic and Slovakia. This reflects the country's desire to maintain a strong connection to its historical and cultural roots. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B. Poland. The colors of Poland's flag have been associated with Polish identity for centuries. They are derived from the coat of arms of Poland, tracing back to the heraldic colors of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is A. Hungary. The Hungarian flag features colors that have long been associated with the country's struggles for independence and national identity. Red is believed to represent strength, white represents freedom, and green represents hope, prosperity, and the lush landscapes of Hungary. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is C. Slovakia. The flag of Slovakia features the Pan-Slavic colors which are shared by many Slavic nations and represent Slavic unity and independence. The national coat of arms, which is included on the flag, features a double cross on three blue hills, which symbolize Christianity, and the Tatra, Fatra, and Matra mountain ranges. These are significant geographical landmarks for the Slovak people. Which country does this flag represent? The answer is B. Slovenia. The colors of the Slovenian flag emphasize the country's connection to the broader Slavic community. The coat of arms and the three stars are reflective of the medieval ruling dynasty in Slovenia. And there you have it, folks. That wraps up part 5 of our Flags of the World quiz, where we journeyed through the vibrant and diverse flags of Northern, Western, and Central European countries. We hope you enjoyed testing your knowledge and maybe even learned a few new things along the way. Remember, flags are more than just symbols. They represent the rich histories, cultures, and identities of nations. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting quizzes and educational content. We love hearing from you, so drop a comment below with your score and let us know which flag was your favorite or the most challenging to guess. Stay tuned for part 6, where we'll be exploring the flags of Southern and Eastern Europe. Thanks for joining us on this colorful adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those flags flying.